Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all know when I get back to the crib. I ain't appreciate all four y'all sliding through this junk. I'm headed to the crib, y'all. I'm at Wendy's and shit. I gotta get Johnny going, y'all. I'm a look. I ain't ready. I supposed to be at the crib. I'm at Wendy's getting something to eat. Appreciate y'all good folks sliding through this junk, though. I'm finna turn it off with this nigga playing music. This nigga playing his music, so I'm finna turn my shit back on mute. Go get it. Good, Sari. You're no wisdom, a historic certainty, like for sure that. Look on Orthodox. Look on Orthodoxy. Jonnie Rice just hit me up, man. Might just ask me everything. Matter of fact, I could send it to him now and just do it from here, but nah, I can't because I got to mute. Yeah, yeah, Jonnie Rice on tonight. I'm gonna let y'all know when I get to the house. I got to. I'm finna mute it though, cause I can't have that music and shit playing. Yeah, Rice on tonight. He just hit me up. He just hit me up. Yeah, I got some questions to ask him. I got some questions to ask him myself. I got some questions to ask him. It's gonna be a good interview. I got a lot to really ask him though. I just found out about it when he beat Coffee. I just found out about it when he beat Coffee, so I really got a lot of questions to ask him. He said that jab is not yet. He nice. He made Coffee look shit extremely inexperienced. I'm pulling them down, y'all.
Come on, man.
I'm making a rap. All right, so I'm back at the crib. Back at the crib. I'm about to get right. Appreciate y'all good folks sliding through. Skinny Hardaway selling your teeth. We back here with another EP. How y'all good folks doing? I'm about to bring my camera up in a minute. Adore Penny. I would like to see Dane DeVos versus Jonathan Rice next. I'm about to get Johnny. I'm about to get Johnny on that, y'all. I'm about to get Johnny on now. I'm about to get it. I'm about to get Johnny on that. Johnny hit me up like you bullshitting, sir. So I'm about to get Johnny right. I'm about to get right. About to get Johnny on. We about to get right. Did y'all see some ads when y'all came in? Cause I can't remember if I put on my monetization or not. Did y'all see some ads when y'all came in? Move back. Appreciate y'all good folks sliding through. I ain't got this junk shared yet. So shit, if y'all came through this junk, y'all fuck with your boy. Appreciate the 2 new subscribers. Appreciate the 2 new subs. We about to get this shit. We about to get this shit. We about to get this shit moving though. We about to get this shit moving. Yeah, I see the ads. Okay, the ads popped up. Zone, what's good, Zone? Appreciate y'all signing through. I finna switch phones, then I'm gonna bring my camera. Mike. You niggas on 2K commercial? That's crazy. That's crazy. Still working. Oh, hold on. All right. Appreciate y'all sliding through. I'm about to send Johnny the link because I'm already late. I'm prepared. I do. Appreciate y'all folks sliding through this John Skin Hardway 17. We back with another EP. How y'all good folks doing? I'm about to send Johnny the link right now. Johnny been hitting me up for an hour, asking me in my eye. Hopefully Johnny don't cancel on my head. Let me get right. Because that would be a horrible move. That would be a horrible turn of events for your boy. I'm finna hit him up right now. I'm about to shoot him. The link. I'm about to shoot him the link, and I'm finna get it shared in their order. Y'all. I just sent him the link. So right now we just waiting on him to hop in or whatnot. How y'all good folks feeling this evening? Again, I want to apologize for being a little unprepared, a little ill prepared, for my own shit. I'm gonna apologize to Johnny when he get on this joint. Oh, there you go, y'all. What's good, man?
And we living good. You know what I mean? Every day is a great day.
I'm glad you came through, big homie.
Most definitely.
So I'm gonna go and be real. I'm gonna be upfront. I'm new to you, big homie. Like I had found out about you, after your last fight with Coffie. So I'm gonna start off by saying congratulations in your last fight. If you know how boxing work, or if you don't, boxing work by odds. My guy Jonnie Rice wasn't the favorite in that fight. I'm gonna keep it real. I lost money.
Oh
When you
shit.
won. I lost money when you won. So I'm gonna keep reading with you, dog. I appreciate what you do. I was highly impressed with you that night. I did not expect, that night to go that way. This, we had this guy, Jonnie Rice, come in there and he pretty much, shocked the world. Nobody had you winning that fight. Everybody thought Michael Coffie was gonna win, and you put on a masterful performance, bro. So I want to thank you as a fan of boxing for me being able to see and enjoy your fight that night. And we got an upset. I want to thank you for the performance that you put on that night, brother.
Hey man, look, much appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Because we was in there working. You know what I mean? It was a lot of preparation that went into it, and whether I had fought that night or not, hey, I still did all that preparation. That's the position I was in. You know what I mean?
All right. So yeah, so speaking that, you was a late replacement for that fight, right? You was a late replacement for that fight, right?
Yeah, very late. You know what I mean? We talking about like week or a little bit over a week or less, one of the two.
So you had about a week to prepare for it. So what was your mindset?
So what was your mindset going into this fight? So what was your mindset going into the fight? You knowing you only had a week, you knowing you going in there against a guy who is, quote unquote supposed to win and whatnot. So what was you thinking getting the call so late and jumping into the ring so late?
Well, you got to realize I was already in the gym every day. I wasn't like, I might have got the call late, but the preparation was already going on. You see what I'm saying? I was living a lifestyle. I was training with Michael Hunter, who, had an amazing knockout Triller. I think what it was that August the 4th. So I was his chief sparring partner, helping him get ready for that. We did 20 rounds the week before my fight.
You and Mike?
Yeah, 10 rounds on Wednesday and 10 rounds on Friday. And then I got the call or email, really. I got a call from my homeboy, actually, Scott Alexander. He a professional boxer as well. He called me on like Saturday before the fight and told me they already got the post out. So I was going to be prepared regardless. Like I said, if I didn't fight, I was just an alternate. Because, with the COVID-19 protocols, you got to have alternates to keep the show going. And from what I understand, Gerald got the COVID. But we was already hearing about, we already knew the fight was there and I was an alternate. So I was just preparing regardless, just in case.
Okay, man. I got it. Even though we already broke the ice a little bit, I got this game that I like to play, an icebreaker game that I like to play with my guests, to kind of, loosen up the mood, break the ice. I got a couple quick hidden questions I want to ask you, and I want you to give me the first answer that comes to your mind. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite boxer growing up, childhood, and currently.
Oh, I grew up obviously loving Muhammad Ali, knowing about Sugar Ray Leonard as well. When I really got into the pros, Mike Tyson, the one kept me going. You know what I'm saying? It's real tough trying to get into boxing. But Mike Tyson kept me going, and right now I'm with Roy Jones Jr.
I ain't know that, John.
What you mean?
That's your trainer?
Nah, I mean that's my favorite fighter right now.
You said I'm with Roy Jones. I'm thinking,
yeah, I'm with Roy Jones is my favorite fighter right now. In Evander Holyfield too. It's just hard for me to really get one fighter that I really love. But obviously, Floyd Mayweather during our era is the guy that carried boxing the entire time. So it's real hard for me to just have a favorite. But I watch all those guys all the time.
How old are you, John?
34.
Okay, yeah. So you're a Floyd, baby.
Yeah.
I'm 30. I'm 30. So you up in there too. Okay.
Floyd Mayweather era right there.
Best boxer from your city, past and present.
From my city.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about necessarily city, but I know Joe Frazier from South Carolina. I know that.
Right. Okay. State, city. Okay. So you from Carolina.
Yeah, so I know, and then Joe Frazier moved out to Philly. I moved out to LA. So I am a Joe Frazier fan for real.
Okay. What about currently? Who's currently the best boxer from Carolina?
I don't know. I don't be in Carolina. It'll be me right now. It'll be me right now.
That's the answer I was looking for, man. Okay, man. Dream fight that you would like to watch front row, either from the past or like two fighters now, or either way, a dream fight you would like to attend?
I mean, the only fight that I actually was gonna try to show up in person for was Anthony Joshua versus Big Baby Miller. I was actually gonna try to show up for that because that was gonna be crazy. But right now, dream fight would be, Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder, or Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it current.
Okay. Best current heavyweight right now.
Best current heavyweight?
Yep.
Well, I mean, like I said, it's looking like Tyson Fury until proven otherwise, which I'm looking for. Obviously looking for Deontay Wilder to prove otherwise. But right now, you can't argue with the man's accomplishments currently. You know what I mean? So who am I to, go against what's on paper right now?
Right. Toughest toughest fight of your career so far.
Oh man, I had a lot of losses, so that's tough. That's real tough. Yeah, they all my losses been tough. You know what I'm saying? Man, yeah, all my losses been tough. So I can't even say toughest.
Right.
They've been rough for me.
I got another question for you steaming off that. You just brought up, your history. I know that you fought I know
Who?
you
You say I fought who?
I know you fought Stephen Shaw. I know you fought
Yeah,
uh I wrote it down. I wrote this down. You fought what's the Taka Tony Yoka, F.A. Ajagba, and Stephen Shaw.
yeah.
Which which one of those fights, was the toughest fight for you, and which guy do you think has the higher, ceiling from being in there with you from your own, personal experience?
I mean, I can really go off of. I feel like my worst performance was against Stephen Shaw. I just didn't do good at all. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't do good at all in that fight. It could have been some personal issues outside the ring. Could have been personal issues inside the ring. It don't really matter the excuse. I didn't do good at all in that fight. You know what I mean? Does that say anything about him? I mean, everybody else got to decide that. I'm just saying from my experience in that fight, I just didn't do good. You know what I mean? Tony Yoke, I did okay. Effing job, I did okay. Could have did better in all those fights, but my worst performance, I feel like, was in the Stephen Shaw fight.
Stephen Shaw. Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know how true this is, but I heard through the grapevine, little birdie here told me that you spar Hargovic and Joe Joyce.
Yes.
So you spar
Yes.
both of them.
I have sparred both of them. Honestly, Philip Hergovic has helped me out tremendously. Just kind of restoring my confidence because I lost the FN job, but I wasn't feeling good at all. Like it was looking like, man, I just suck. You know what I'm saying? And then I actually ended up going to his camp and just always got that resilient mentality as a fighter is gonna have to have, and so that really did help ignite the fire going down to Miami training with him. Training with Joe Joyce definitely helped me get a lot better. You know what I mean? Like I wish I was somehow able to continue to train with him during that whole phase because I feel like I was on a fast track training with him almost every day down in Big Bear, a little bit in Marina Del Rey. So both of those guys really did, help me become a little bit, well, a lot better. And of course, Michael Hunter helped me tremendously become a lot better. That's who you really saw in that last fight. A lot of the iron being sharpened with Michael Hunter. So that's what you really saw on against Michael Coffie.
Right. Okay. So Hunter was basically your count partner for Michael Coffie.
100%. Like I said, we did 20 rounds the week before. You know what I mean? So, and I've also been working with Jeremiah Middleton, who's got the viral knockout, knocking out the bowl. The dude was asleep on the rope, standing up.
I know you.
That's him. So we've been training a whole lot as well. So I just been training like the entire time.
Right.
But it just the whole peak of it all was the 20 rounds the week before the Coffie fight, whether I was gonna fight Coffie or not. That's what people gotta realize. If I didn't have that fight with Coffie, I still would have did those 20 rounds.
Right.
It just went to use.
Right. I could tell, man, after that fight, like the way just your reaction to the fight, that was real. Like there was a moment, like I could see it in your face, just your excitement. That was a real moment for you. Like that was a real overcoming, moment for you. I could see
Man,
you watching the screen, and like again, I told you, I bet against you. So they
I
really
feel
like
you.
they like me watching. I'm like, man, who is this Jonnie Rice guy? They just came and fucked up everybody's money tonight.
Man, hey, it was deeper than just a boxing fight, man. I'm trying to I'm at that point now. I'm trying to have a kid. I don't got nobody pregnant yet, but you know what I'm saying. So I'm over here fighting for like I'm fighting for like a future family right now. So that's where I'm at with mine. You know what I mean? That's really why I was going crazy. I'm like, we about to go into fatherhood, man. I'm about to fight for something more than the money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been lucky yet with the fatherhood yet, but you know, I was fighting for something deeper that night.
Right. He said Daniel Du Bois versus Jonathan Rice next makes sense. Is Daniel Du
I
Bois?
mean, that's a tough dude, but like I said, I'm gonna let him know. I'm gonna let everybody know. I'm gonna follow that Joe Joyce blueprint, cause we watching that. That's what YouTube is for. I'm studying everybody, just like everybody better study me. I'm studying them too. So we ain't running from nobody as long as the money right. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get to it.
Shout out new Fat Boy Fitness City, new to the channel. Appreciate you sliding through this jump, Fat Boy. Subscribe, like the video, greatly appreciate that. We got Jonnie Rice in here tonight. Jonnie Rice coming off his win over Michael Coffie. He said Rice versus Trevor Bryant for the WBA regular belt. What you think about Trevor Bryant? I actually like to see you with Trevor Bryant fight. I think that'll be a good one.
Yeah, but you know who Trevor Bryant is tied up with. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting to Trevor Bryant unless you go through Don King, bro. That's a fact. You ain't getting.
A lot of folks don't know Don King still in the sport though. A lot of people don't even
Don
know.
King is still running things for real. He ain't no joke.
He said,
So I'm gonna let Daniel Dubois go ahead and handle Trevor Bryant and Don King.
yeah.
So don't even worry, y'all. I'm gonna let him handle that.
Okay. Your next fight, do you know if your next fight will be with the PBC as well?
I believe so. I have not signed anything with them yet, but you know what I mean. That's who I'm open with. You know what I'm saying. Primarily looking with them first. You know what I mean. So and you got to realize it's gonna be a hard fight more than likely. So I'm trying my best to already put myself in that mental space. Like I ain't expecting no easy fight at all. Just like Coffie wasn't no easy fight. I was 10-1 underdog. So I'm already expecting a hard fight. Like I'm expecting like to go with them, get paid a lot, but a hard fight that I want to win and I'm going to win.
Facts. He said Rice versus Brazil, both are PBC. That's why I asked the question because he brought up Dominic Brazil. What you think about
I don't be wanting to fight them guys like down in Brazil, like them my brothers in boxing, you feel me? And as I noticed, it's a gladiator sport, but you know, boxing a whole lot more different these days. Like I don't even be wanting to fight no down in Brazil, Gerald Washington, Charles Martin, like Andy Ruiz, like them my brothers in boxing. That's so I don't mind like fighting people I ain't know. You know, I ain't come up with like I don't know Michael Coffie. You know what I'm saying? I don't know these other dudes. I love to fight these dudes I don't know. You feel me? Especially dudes I ain't come up with.
Right.
But you know, they put the money out there. It's a wrap. Ain't nothing I can do about that.
Right. You gotta eat, man. You gotta eat, brother. So what you so you said that you're not on contract with the PBC, right? So
I ain't no contract with nobody.
So after your Michael Coffie win, what exactly happened afterwards? Okay, so you beat Michael Coffie. Like what was next? Like do you feel like that you opened up more doors for yourself? Like
absolutely. PBC. Well, the first thing that happened is they set a PBC set a new price for me to fight. They like you come with us, you got guaranteed over 150 racks. You feel me? They like we making that a guarantee. So now I'm like, all right, well, thanks for the guarantee, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't signing nothing right now. I just know that, you know, at the end of the day, hey, it is what it is. I ain't fighting for less than 150 racks. That's a fact. Now I did have offers. I had offers to fight for 75, offers to fight for 60. I'm like, well, y'all gotta go talk to somebody because you know, Big Al ain't playing that little bitty shit y'all talking about. She was a friend. But so I let people know off gate, you know what I'm saying? Look, let's get to it, get to the bag for real, because I'm coming for it. And so most likely looking like my next fight will be with PBC. It's gonna be probably somebody hard. But shit, everybody hard. Just pay me as much as possible because I'm coming to win.
This boxing, right? You got anybody do you got anybody in mind that you might want to fight? Like that you
Not really. I don't have nobody in mind. I want to fight. Only fight I want is a title shot, and I ain't earned that yet. So I got to continue to work towards that. You know what I mean? Simple as that.
I guess. Okay. Speaking of title shots, you in the heavyweight division. You PBC based. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder got a fight coming up next month. Who's your pick in that fight, and how do you see it going? And I want you to kind of give me pointers on both sides that'll help Deontay win and that'll help Tyson Fury win. What do you think would be the best?
I mean, I've actually been in Tyson Fury's camp helping him prepare for Deontay.
I heard that. Johnny, I heard that, but I ain't want to.
Yeah,
I was gonna get to that.
Now, I am a Deontay Wilder fan. I've never met Deontay Wilder. I am a big fan of his. And, because boxing is pure, I keep boxing pure. If Tyson Fury want to hire me for me to be, a quote unquote Deontay Wilder, I'm going to go in there and give him the best work. At the end of the day, it's about the fans staying with boxing, seeing the best fights. Now, I wasn't with him for fight number 2. I was not a part of his camp for Wilder versus Fury 2, but I was for Wilder versus Fury 1, and I was most recently before he went to Canelo Alvarez fight. I was in his camp for that. So, like I said, I definitely hope Deontay do what he needs to do to win. Work with Malik Scott, who I think is a boxing genius, because I actually trained with him a few times, and just the little things that he says, it's like, dang, like if you listen to what he says and you do it, it just propels you to another level. That's a fact with Malik Scott. So I'm just, believing that Deontay listening and he, and taking everything, he should win. I wouldn't be surprised if it's another draw. I wouldn't be surprised because Fury definitely doing his thing right now as well. So I expect nothing but the best from those two in that fight for number 3.
Yeah, I don't know Malik personally, but you said you met him personally, like you trained with him, like you sparred with him, or he like trained you, to get.
So I was sparring Joe Joyce, and Malik was in the camp, and he would just be saying things to me while I'm sparring Big Joe that was working. That was just that he was seeing. I wasn't even seeing. I would have never thought to do. I just he don't yell or nothing, but you can just hear his voice. That shit is weird. He talked directly to you, and I'm like, man. So obviously I was like the second sparring partner. So Joe had already did like 4 rounds first, but I came in with my 4 rounds that day real well with Malik in my ear. So just the things he's saying, he's like, oh, it's gonna make a dramatic difference. You know what I mean? He just grew up in Philly, so his boxing IQ is through the roof.
He said Rice versus FA job, but make it happen. He fought FA.
Yeah. I fought FA. I lost, you know what I'm saying, with the distance. I feel like I could have did a lot better during that fight, but that also comes along with, you got to not only train your body, but you got to train your mind.
Right. You went. See, I didn't know that you fought FA. Cause they had to be like a lot earlier in y'all career, right?
Nah, man, I fought FA before Coffie.
For real?
That's what I'm saying. Yo, I ain't mad if people thought I was an underdog for the Michael Coffie fight. I'm not mad at all. But 10-1 is like, that's why I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? How y'all gonna go 10-1? I can see if y'all went 2-1, 3-1, but 10-1, and I'm like, y'all think he a killer like Effie? Now we don't. And I'm not saying Michael Coffie not. It's just that we didn't know if he was a killer like Effie and Jabba yet.
Yeah. So. And you went 12 with FA. See, that's saying something too in itself. And you went 12 with, with new FA, right? So you was his. Yeah. So was that his? So was you his last fight on the PBC?
Nah, I was the first one with Top Rank.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you fight on either or. So you fight on.
Yeah, that's why I'm not no rest to sign nothing unless the money top, because you fight on both networks, that's the only way you're gonna really build yourself up anyway. Right. But plus, even Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder is PBC and Top Rank together anyway. So
Right, true that. Mom said you had to go take a physical. So I think that's cool, man. So you've been in there with some bangers. You've been there with Shaw. You done been in there with FA. You done been in there. You know, you can add Coffee. You beat Coffee. So
Yeah,
you
we
done
got to
been
start winning now.
You didn't right. You done been in
Yeah.
there with who we just said? We said FA. It was one more guy.
Tony
Joe
Yoka.
Joyce.
I never fought Joe Joyce, but I sparred him.
I feel like sparring. So you done pretty much been around the block, man. So you it's about like you said, it's about that time for you to get that title shot. You know what I mean? Just have you ever fought for a title before?
Nah, not at the high level. I fought for intercontinentals, you know what I'm saying? Lost those, unfortunately. I did get WC Latin American, but I didn't
Right.
get my intercontinental titles and things like that yet. So that's what I'm saying. I got a lot of work to do. After beating Coffee, I got ranked at least top 15. So that's real that's real
Yeah, I was
good.
gonna ask you that. I was asking, so you eligible now for the
Yeah.
title fight.
Yeah. So now I just gotta build and and take it to the next level.
You top 15 in which sanctioning body?
Well, I'm probably out the rankings now, but I was top 15 in WBA.
Okay. So that's the route that you're gonna go.
Really, I'm just looking for my next couple big fights. I'm not even worried about the rankings right now. I just want to make sure I win my next couple big fights, and then we'll go from there.
Right. Salute. What's good, Jay? Appreciate you sliding through this, John Jay. Did you see my message? What after that Coffee performance, I'm a fan and I'm waiting for your next feature fight, right? Yeah. I want to know about Hergovic. We hit on you. We hit on you sparring. We hit on you sparring. Hergovic. What was that like? 'Cause I know he's an up and coming prospect.
Who
I know he.
Philip?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was tough.
Am I
he,
saying
he
his
was.
name right?
Huh?
I'm saying his name
Yeah,
right?
Philip Hergovic. That's what I call him. Sometimes I call him Hergovic, Hagovic, but I think it's Hergovic. I ain't sure.
So is he the real deal? Like, is he the real deal?
Yeah, he for real. He for real. I ain't gonna lie. I had to spar him a certain way. I'm gonna say that. One way I was sparring him wasn't working. Another way I was sparring him was working. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be in super top shape for him anyway, or you ain't even got a chance. Because man, when he started punching, he letting them ride.
Right.
It's gonna be about 4 or 5 combinations hard.
Strong guy. So he real
Yeah,
strong.
he's strong. Yeah, he's strong. He throwing them things, man. He throwing them things. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. But like I said, preparation is the key. So I already know what he got. It's like he know what I got. So I was offered to fight with him, but they was only talking about 60,000. I was like, come on now. Ain't nothing I can do about that. The price is through the roof. Y'all better make that shit happen and stop playing. So it ain't like he can't get fights. It's just that his team don't be putting out no big money for the man, and he really is worth the money. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't nobody's fault but his team fault. But I heard they're gonna actually start putting the money out there. And that's probably why Michael Hunter went with Triller. It's like, yo, this is a big fight and y'all ain't paying up. You know what I mean? Your risk always gotta be worth the reward.
He said Zon Kasabutsky. Know who that is? Zon Kasabutsky.
Yeah, I heard of him. Like I said, I know I be knowing about all these guys.
That's
At the
over
end of
my
the day, you put him in front of me, but I just need the money to be right. I'm coming to win. That's a fact.
Did they offer you the 60K for Hergovic before or after Michael Coffie?
After.
Ooh, shit. It would have been a good one, dog. God damn. I wish.
Hey, but it's like, man, they know what they doing. They know what they doing. I don't know.
Yeah.
A lot of times in boxing they be cheap as hell for no reason. That's why some people sign with Al Haymon, because he not cheap. He flooding the market with the top bag. So if you get the offer to sign with him, it's like, oh, you gonna be golden. Just fight your heart out.
See, I'm glad you said that. Because if I say stuff like that, people tell me I'm pro PBC guy and all that. I don't really care. I support black people in general. You know what I mean? I don't care who you sign with. Be real with you. So the fact that you said that is interesting though, because a lot of people think that No, the thing about Al is what? Cheap. No, that's what they say. Al is cheap. But so for you to come on here and be like,
I
nah,
ain't never heard Al Heyman being cheap. I know he a great businessman. Now I know that, if you can sometimes you can find yourself fighting a fight in which you probably could make more, or sometimes you can find yourself fighting a fight where you make a whole lot more. So it's a balance at the end of the day, but he ain't cheap by far.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a balance with all business. You know what I'm saying? So nah, he ain't cheap at all. And he give you the opportunity, because I mean, you think about it. How the hell Michael Coffie even got the opportunity to be a main event on Fox?
Right.
That's incredible in itself. Now, if he was fighting Gerald, I don't know how that fight would have played out. We don't know how that fight would have played out. Me and Gerald, I feel like, because like I said, I came up with Gerald. We had very similar styles. I learned a lot from Gerald,
Gerald Washington.
Yeah, I learned a lot from him. And when he was training with John Pullman, that's when I first met Gerald Washington. So I learned a lot from both of them. So I don't really know how much he's still using from back then. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really sure. I know I see him developing in a lot of different ways. You know what I'm saying? So he's adding a lot of diversity to his boxing game. And he's taking risks and like sticking to different game plans. Like, obviously I watched the Adam Kalnatsky fight with Gerald. Gerald didn't fight that fight like Gerald Washington fights that fight. He came in trying to stand toe to toe with Kalnatsky, which I don't understand why.
Right.
And I just feel like he was brave enough to try something new. You know what I mean? Just because something new, it ain't mean it's always the most best thing to do. But I tell them all the time, like I tell myself, you always got to play to your strengths. If you fight Kalnatsky toe to toe, that's his strength. That's just what it is.
Right. Gerald, athlete.
I ain't gonna fight nobody to their strength. So.
And you did. Now, I got a question for you. Speaking of that, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off, big bro. Speaking of that. Okay. Speaking of that. Were you surprised at how easy you were landing on Michael Coffie? Because I was, goddamn it. Were you surprised how easy you were landing?
One thing's for sure, the dude does hit very hard. Everything he does hit hard. So I was just, I'm not gonna be there for that, but I'm gonna be there to trade back with him. I'm not gonna run away when I'm out of range. Right. You know what I'm saying? So he do hit hard, but I was surprised because he just wasn't moving his head. And again, I'm not no boxing expert. I'm trying to be as fundamental as possible, and then get in there and execute. So if you're not gonna move your head, no matter who you is, you're gonna get hit.
Facts.
So he was not moving his head. And I was to the point I was like, because I seen him knock out Big Rock. And he hit him with a shot where, he coming in to hit you. So he might not really be relying on moving his head because he coming to throw that power.
Right.
So if you ain't moving your head, I'm a shake a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And try to hit you. Because you ain't moving your head. I ain't gonna be there for that power shot though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's just how it was. It ain't my fault. You just was not moving your head. I ain't do nothing spectacular. But if you not gonna move your head, you ain't gonna. That's the part of the fundamentals to move your head.
Thanks.
So I was shocked by that.
Yeah, I was shocked too, man. I'm like, bro, he is letting this man knock his shit off. I'm like, why?
I ain't had nothing to do with that. Like I said, I ain't do nothing spectacular. I'm on record saying I did not do anything spectacular. But if anybody you fight, no matter what level you at, or if they decide to not gonna move their head, they gonna get hit. They going to get hit. And I was not gonna be there for that power because the man does hit hard. He does hit hard. He really do. But I was not about to be there for that.
Shout out Steven and Roger through this, just Steven. Steve, I'm finna give you a ring, Steven. Shout out Steven coming through this, John. Shout out Steven coming through this, John. When's your next? Blackout said, "When's your next fight, King? Anything you could let us know?"
I don't have no fight scheduled yet. I'm just doing my best to stay in the gym and stay motivated and be ready because I'm looking at the different cards that they're putting out, obviously in the dates. So that's the only thing I go by. The Caleb Plant fight with Canelo. Don't know who's on the undercard of that. We already know the Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder card is already decked out with great heavyweights on there already. We know that. Terrence Crawford and doggone Sean Porter. I think there's like November 20th. So I'm just keeping my ears open for these big dates, just in case they need somebody on the undercard. So that's all I can do, and just kind of put the carrot in my face and chase it. You know what I mean?
What message? Okay, my bad. Adriel. She said, Jonathan Rice, do you think PBC, Showtime, Top Rank should join forces, team up, merge, and make sense for boxing?
I mean, they already do that on certain fights. Speaking of PBC and Top Rank, that's Deontay and Tyson Fury right there. You know what I mean? They already do that when the fights are big. And they started that with Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. So when the money makes sense, they figure out a way to make things work. That's a fact. Just like I think Terrence Crawford is Top Rank and Sean Porter's with PBC and Showtime. Right. So they'll make it work.
Right. I got in the you mentioned that you was in count with Tyson Fury before. You ever sparred Deontay Wilder?
I've never sparred Deontay. I've never met Deontay.
Never sparred.
Except one time on a face call with Malik Scott. That's the only time I ever met him. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm a big fan of him. I watch him all the time. And I'm very excited for this third fight. I don't know what the hell gonna happen. So I'm just like, oh man, I'm very excited for this fight.
You planning on going to that jump? Like you planning on attending?
Someone give me tickets or something like that, I'll definitely go. But I don't think I had that. Now when I did spar with Tyson Fury, his camp did give me tickets to the fight in LA, so I did go to the first one. Didn't go to the second one. Like I said, I'll gladly go. I'll gladly watch it on TV.
Okay. I was just wondering. Would you, if Deontay Wilder offered you a fight, would you fight Deontay?
I would have to. There's no way around it. I would have to, and I have to come to win. Right. You know what I mean? I would have to.
And like I said, the one thing I know is I ain't gonna doubt myself or sell myself short. I'm gonna go in there and give it my all.
Right.
And I'm gonna get it done. Because I would have to. Because if you got any doubt in there with him, you going to sleep. So your best bet is to believe in Jesus and God and Allah at all the same time. Because I ain't getting in there with no doubt. I tell you that right now. I'm gonna get in there because when you doubt yourself, you go against yourself. And we don't need nobody else against me in there with him. So that's just a fact.
Yeah, you're right. You got any? I think I asked you, did you have anybody that you wanted to fight next? You got anybody that you dislike? Is there anybody that you dislike in boxing that you feel like y'all need to get y'all around, y'all fighting?
Nah, I'm just being real. Nah, I'm an easy one dude, and it's like I said, I don't fight with anger or none of that stuff. Obviously, I think that's what the press conference and stuff are for. If you get mad at somebody in press conference and all that, then yeah, let's get it on. Because I don't mind. I would love to fight with anger because I'm a different person when I'm angry. You know what I mean? That's a fact. Everybody is. I get more focused. Some people get more crazy. Some people get more wild. But we just gonna roll with it. But when I'm training and stuff like that, I don't do it from an anger standpoint. I try to do it from a skill development point. You know what I mean? But it's really for me. It's really about, obviously it's about a balance of the money, proving myself. You know what I mean? I'm really taking the edge to prove myself. I have a lot more of an ego because I'm like, damn, 10-1. All right, I'm gonna show you all type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna have fun with this shit. Y'all know how hard I've been working. So it's more so like, you trying to prove yourself.
I could tell you folks there was a difference. And I didn't even know you before that fight, but just watching this dude beat the hell out of Michael Coffie, it's like you was happy. I'm like, why is he hitting this man so easy? Like, why did this look so easy right now? And this is not helping my parlay. right now. It is
Right.
going.
Hey, like I said, I don't take no credit for this right here. All I know is if a man not moving his head, I can't do nothing about that. Like that's like, you know,
You was
that's
drumming this
something
motherfucker, man. I was
that's
like,
something you
no.
gotta do. Like, and if I ain't moving my head, no matter who I'm with, if I ain't like we can't even say I'm super good or nothing like that because the dude just was not moving his head, which
Now
is
you earned it. Now you earned that gun. You earned it because it was times. It was times where he tried to get you out of there too.
yeah, but I'm out of there. You know what I'm saying? I stick and move. That's one thing you gotta know. I stick and move.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
I was impressed that day, dog, man. You shocked a lot of people. You shocked me for sure. It so shocked me that I couldn't believe it. Like I couldn't believe what I was watching. I'm like, I'm not really just big on Michael Coffie, but I seen him fight a couple times, and I actually seen him fight. I just didn't. It didn't register to me that it was you, because I seen FA first fight on Top Rank. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Now I really got to go back and look at it because now I can put a face with the name.
yeah.
Now I really got to go see it. But I just think it's cool. I just think what. Shut up, bitch. I just think it's cool that man. I think it's cool. Now that I'm doing this, for myself. Now, I've been watching boxing a long time. I just think it's cool now that like I'm doing it for myself and I'm actually getting into it. And people like you, who blessed me with your time because you didn't have to do this. You don't have to do this. So I appreciate you, coming to my platform because I'm an upstart. I hadn't had my show like a year. I had this, maybe about a year. So I appreciate you coming on my joint. Helping solidify me, giving me, credibility and on my show. So
My pleasure,
appreciate it. So it just cool me, being able to see, these fighters on TV. You actually like upset the apple cart. You ruined my night. Me be able to see you on TV and then have you like on my show and talk to you and then realize, y'all just regular people, like y'all cool people, like y'all
grind, and that's it.
You know what I mean? So go ahead, my bad.
Nah, I was just saying we grind and that's it. Everybody, hey, look, if you don't put in the work, no matter who you is, you ain't gonna produce nothing. And that's just the way it go. You know what I'm saying? So I'm everybody gotta put in that work. From Mike Tyson to whoever at the top. The moment you don't and the other dude do, you in trouble.
Fact.
We all in this together.
She said Luis Ortiz versus Jonathan Rice.
I actually sparred Luis Ortiz, man. That's what I'm saying. See, I'm a friendly dude, man. I don't be wanting to fight nobody. Y'all my friends, you know what I'm saying?
You holding back on me, Johnny. You holding back.
Hey, but I'm just telling you, know what I'm saying? Hey, I become a different person when they be putting the bread out there, especially when it be high as hell like that. Like I said, my biggest payday was like 60,000 against Effie. You know what I'm saying? Then the Michael Coffie one, I only got 55. So, I just started making a little money, you feel me? But now they saying, oh, well, it's about to be a whole lot higher now. You know what I'm saying? So me, I'm like, oh, I get more money? Oh my God, I love this shit. Yeah. So I'm like, well, I gotta win this. So I don't even be like fighting the dude. I'll be like, man, yo, I'm trying to get rich, but I need to win this, man. Because ain't nothing like spending money that you got that you ain't happy about. Right. It don't feel good. So it don't feel good. You know what I'm saying? So I need to feel good when I spend that money. So when I'm in there fighting for the money, trust me, I'm not fighting for the money. I'm fighting to feel good to spend that money. You know what I mean? And we're gonna get more money.
So you in the moment right now, then, Johnny.
But I am studying, like I said, I do study the Effie and Joppa fight because for a while I couldn't watch it. It was just heartbreaking. So I am watching that now. And I'm like, man, when you do watch the fight though, you're gonna see a lot of real good things from both of us that I've definitely taken. I didn't use any of nothing I got from Effie in this fight. I can say that for sure. Most of this fight was Michael Hunter. That's pretty much what you saw. Me trying to fight like Michael Hunter and Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really that was pretty much it.
So like, keep it up.
That's where it came from.
Keep doing it
because
you look like
iron.
Facts. I could tell though. I could tell like when you like Michael Hunter, I could like, man.
That was it. So I'm really studying him.
Yeah, that boxing ability. You displayed real skills that night, you know, against Michael Coffie, man. Like like I said, like you, when I'm saying you shocked the world, is if you won, but like it's the way you did, like you did it. You didn't overpower Michael Coffey. You broke him down, like you broke him down. You took that man, like you know what I mean. You broke him down. I couldn't believe it. Like I'm watching, I'm like, bro, who the fuck is this guy that's destroying Michael Coffey out here? Like, that would have been the last. And I don't think Michael Coffey no world beater or nothing like that. I just saw a guy. Like I said, I saw your record. I'm like, okay, 10-1. I'm like, okay, 10-1. Okay, well, shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
And now I'm mad because I'm like, I missed me one.
Yeah, you did. Especially because I know you know boxing too. You got to check them records. You got to see who I was in there with. You know,
and I didn't do that. I didn't do that, Johnny. I didn't do that.
Yeah, you got to check that shit.
I went face value. I didn't do my homework. I went face value.
Man, because I've been in the sparring and like I said, the losses is terrible.
It makes sense, Johnny. You way more experienced than him. Like you got way, like you really a veteran. Like you do this shit. Like you've been in there with the best of the best. You know what I mean? You said Ortiz. Right. You just snuck Ortiz in there, which I gotta talk about because I saw you tried to sneak that in there and you tried to bump over that. So I gotta get back on that. I
was his sparring partner for Deontay Wilder too. So I was Luis Ortiz's chief sparring partner for that.
So wait, people use you for Deontay, I've noticed like
and it's funny because I thought about that too. People use me for Deontay. And the Coffee dude was used for Deontay for Ortiz. So in my head, I was like, basically, it's about to be the sparring partners for Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz. That's really what it's about to be. Right. So I was kind of playing that in my head. How would I fight Luis Ortiz?
Right.
And you can't with Luis Ortiz, you can't really throw your right hand too much because man, he can counter a right hand like reading a book is just too easy. So you got to be real careful with your right hand throwing that to Luis Ortiz, because that's how he almost got Deontay in both fights. He would counter your right hand. So that's why I was kind of sneaking my right hand so much on Coffee as well. I was sneaking it in there. So every time I threw it, I had to sneak it in there because Ortiz would counter that if you don't sneak it in. So that's kind of how I approached it when I found out as well that I was going, you mentioned what I was thinking. That's kind of how I approached it as well. Every time I threw the right hand, the rest obviously, like I said, was more the Michael Hunter boxing style. But every time I threw the right hand, I had to hide it because Ortiz would counter it.
Because the way you were beating Coffee with it, it was like boom. It was like, Della, how the fuck? Damn,
it's hidden. But Ortiz moved his head a lot too, though. So yeah, if Coffee wasn't gonna move his head, which I ain't understand that. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying, like I said, I created moves and nothing. Nah, the dude just wasn't moving his head that night for whatever reason. I don't got nothing to do with that.
You earned that jump. Nah, you earned that though. You earned that jump though. You earned that jump for sure, cuz he was trying. Like people say, I can go and say, people were saying Coffee might have threw. Now he didn't throw shit because he tried to knock his ass out. He was trying to knock you out too. Like it was times where I thought he was gonna get you. You know what I mean? Type shit. Mm-hmm. So it is what it is though. Like I couldn't. Like that was beautiful to watch. Like that was an upset. Upsets are good, and that was a real upset. Like I don't feel like there was no bullshit behind it. I don't feel like nothing like that. An upset like that, you could celebrate that because that was beautiful to watch, bro. That was not expected. Like, and then for you to be here now, I think they're just like divine intervention. Cause I saw you that night, and what I was saying tonight, I said, but you could tell, dude, that was genuine happiness that you showed tonight. And that's why I wanted to interview you. Cause just from seeing, that's a real dude. I just could tell, like, I said, he needed that one. You know what I mean? He needed that one.
Hey, I ain't even realize it either. So they had at the bottom of the screen say he snaps his 2 loss and losing streak. I'm like, I said, damn, that's messed up. They talking about my losing streak. Yeah, I'm like, man, they don't get it, man. After losing the Effie, like I said, just by the grace of God, for real, they sent me right off to Philip Hergovich camp. And that shit was hard as man. That camp was super hard.
You know what I'm saying? Then coming back to Vegas, you know, I was realizing I'm doing the same things that they doing. You know what I'm saying? I really am. Although in Miami, they focus more on Phillip, just Phillip. But you know, even out here, I got a whole bunch of great guys I'm training with that focus on me. So I try to take as much as I could from Phillip's camp and add it to my own. Like with Phillip, man, one thing he'll do, and this not like spilling no beans for nobody, but it's something I would definitely want all upcoming boxers to try. They'll do mitts in the ring, right? And then get out and hit the heavy bag back and forth. Because sometimes when you do mitts, right, you get in your flow of mitts, you know, round by round, you do rounds and rounds of mitts, but they switch it up to give you that variety. So one round on the mitts, one round on the bag, back to the mitts, back to the bag. It's switching. It does something to you while you boxing. It just, you know, it switches you up mentally and physically. And I'm like, man, that's one thing I took from. I was like, man, this is different right here. This is incredible. It's a big difference. Mitts and heavy bag, you mix it up like that. Whoo! Right. Because when you hear somebody mitts, yes, it's something crazy. Because the mitts kind of go, I feel like more so for speed, right? And then you know, if I hit a coach's mitts, it's not going to have as much resistance as if I hit a big heavy bag. That's just fact. So it just switches up your timing, your punching power. It switches up so much, just putting them back and forth like that. You know, so I ain't giving away no secrets. It's just how they doing it to kind of give you like a little mental switch up that I would encourage all boxers to try.
Right. It kind of puts you in the fight. It make you do different stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Simultaneously, like you focus on speed, you go power, like you going, because in the fight you don't go all power or all speed type thing. So yeah, that made perfect sense. He said, salute, champ, great interview, champ. How do you feel fighting Joyce and Jermaine Franklin?
Hey man, you know, Joy's my friend, man. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't know Jermaine Franklin as far as except from studying him, and you know, he is a force to be reckoned with. I'm definitely, you know, loving the fact that he's calling out Dylan White. But definitely want to see that fight. You know, Jermaine Franklin's a bad boy, you feel me? So I don't know him personally, you know what I'm saying? So, but you know, definitely watching him, and he definitely does his thing very well, you know. So it is what it is.
We already figured out when Johnny don't know guys personally, that mean they can get the smoke. He already
they can get that with no problem. I like I said, I respect him, but you know, I don't know him, but I know of him. I know he's doing it. I know he's doing very well. So, but I definitely want to see him fight Dylan White. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's, you know, when it's us versus the UK. So I'm definitely rooting for that fight. But you know, Dylan White's about to fight Otto Wilding, which I definitely I think that's gonna be a great fight as well. So the fights are being made out there. You feel me?
Right. He said Rice got skills, his ring accurate on point, dude got hands, was good skin. Like yeah. He turned. I was telling him there was highly impressed though. Like, no, not just because you're on here. Like I was saying this. I called that fight. I was saying this shit in my house watching it. I said, bro, whoever this guy is busting my coffee ass up right now, and I can't believe it. Like, I couldn't believe it watching it. Like that was enjoyable for me to watch. You know, just as a boxing period, as a boxing fan, because the way, like you said, the way you was sneaking the hand, that you saying it's making sense to me. Now you sparred Michael Hunter, the sneaky right hand from Ortiz. I could see all this. I could see all of it.
It's just about putting it together. I'm putting it together.
In fact, you really did. I couldn't believe he was like, it was just like y'all saw that shit, dog. It was like it was so fair. Like, it was like every time you threw that jump, it was there, it was quick, it was loud. You know what I'm saying? We felt it at the house, like, damn. Ooh. I'm like, bro, that was I enjoyed watching. No, this just as a guy from Memphis, Tennessee, just what I enjoyed that fight, bro. Like, keep doing whatever you was doing that day. Keep it up, man. It's working. You done put it together, Johnny, man. Just keep that shit.
We're gonna build. We're gonna keep it going. Trust me on that. Like I said, I gotta just, you know, that fight is done with. You know what I mean? As far as, you know, we taking the fact that we, you know, like I said, we put it together. How we put it together, that's the blueprint. Now we gotta increase it. We gotta continue to build the foundation. and we gotta increase it. No excuses. I can't go backwards. I want to go forward. You know what I mean? So we're gonna keep building.
Right. And I'm ready. I'm ready to see your. I'm ready to see your next fight. I'm excited to see your next fight.
Right.
Huh?
That's pressure right there for real. I ain't gonna lie. My next fight is where the pressure at.
It
Because we
is,
gotta make
though,
sure it ain't a
man.
fluke. We gotta
It
make
is.
sure it ain't a fluke. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at the factors right now. I can't rely on Michael Hunter giving me 20 rounds. He just happened to have a fight August the 4th. So I can't rely on that. The only thing I can rely on is what I took from them, what I took from the spar and constantly practice it. You know what I mean? And then of course the conditioning, the like I said, just the little tricks like the mid work to the bag, the running. That's all I can rely on because I can't rely on those variables. Like I said, I ain't sparred Luis Ortiz in over a year and a half. You feel me? But I still took from that and I practiced it. You know, and I kept adding to my game. So that's all I got, all the control I got.
Somebody get rid of dude. Somebody get rid of dude. Somebody get rid of dude. Man, it's a troll in this junk. He just dropping random. They do this sometimes. The racist folks, weirdos, they come here, they do this sometimes. Man.
What they say? I missed it.
They just on her putting words. I don't even want to say it because they want me to repeat the word so they could,
Yeah. We don't got time for that. We gotta know that clown stuff.
Yeah, they want me. Demetrius Bryce said, "Champ, what's your stance on unfairness, prejudice against black fighters, and what can we change? What can we do to change the behavior from the WBC and the WBA?"
Well, the only thing we can do, is keep winning and keep speaking out. You know what I mean? No matter what, it's a lot going on. You know what I mean with any organization. But once we start,
get rid of them all. Get rid of them all. Block them. Don't block them completely. Don't even play with them. Just get rid of them completely. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, we just gotta, we gotta keep winning, and we gotta all keep speaking out together. You know what I mean? Because we all know certain things that are occurring. We can even speak on, like, a lot of people was upset about, you know what I'm saying, with the whole most recent fight with the Oscar Valdez. You know what I'm saying? Right. Where, according to VADA, it was a banned substance, but according to another body, it wasn't.
Water. Right.
Yeah. So, when you're looking at it like that, you got to ask yourself, okay, well, who is the clean body organization that we working with? Right. And if they say it's VADA, then he in trouble. But then if they say, oh, it's water, he not in trouble. So we can't even fault Oscar in that predicament. We got to talk to who's the sanctioning body, who's governing, whose guidelines we going towards. That's who we got to target. We can't. Oscar ain't the problem. Right. It's the people picking when, and we gonna go with the clean body. When this clean body, and we gonna go with that clean body. You feel me? So we got to keep speaking out. That's why I was very impressed with Timothy Bradley, because he's the one with the real platform, and he was really speaking out big time. So we got to keep winning. We got to keep speaking out. That's all we can do when it comes to any type of wrongdoing and corruption. You know what I mean?
Facts, man. That was a good question, Demetrius Bright, and that was a good answer, Johnny. He said, "What does he think about new media, and should we support the IBF belt more?"
I'm not familiar with new media. Who's new media?
Me. People like me, Johnny. Like me.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? We gotta support the people, you know what I'm saying, that's bringing a lot more attention to the sport. At the end of the day, we got and plus when it comes to new media, I feel like it's a lot more direct. They ain't being controlled. A lot of times the bigger you get, the more people want to control you. So you gotta have fun now, because once you keep getting bigger and bigger, they're gonna be trying to put the squeeze on you, saying what you can and can't say. You know what I mean? But we can keep it pure, then we can carry it all the way to the top with the new media. But you know what I'm saying, with IBF, yeah, we just gotta shed light on, like I said, we gotta get more guys with those belts and share more lights on these other sanctioning bodies. You know what I mean? Because they're out there. Because we want that undisputed, especially with like I said, Canelo and Caleb Plant. That's about to be like the first undisputed with all the belts, IBF included, for super middleweight, if I'm not mistaken. So there we go, right there.
Right. Okay, my bad. But yeah, I think I think new me, like you said, like nobody control. Like I do this, on my own time. Like I'm not getting no paycheck, so I could mess with you, and I could mess with uh Cowboy Carl. So I could mess with Deontay and all y'all and have an unbiased opinion through it all. Because especially at the end of the day, uh, I just like boxing. I'm a boxing fan first, and then it's boxers. You know what I mean? So I'm a
Right.
boxing fan. I found you organically, through just boxing. Like you didn't you didn't even know who New Media was, or nothing. Like you didn't know what or nothing. Like you know what I mean? You didn't know nothing like that. You know what I mean? You came here.
Right.
You came here strictly out the strength of this team because I asked you to, and you wanted to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's the beauty of New Media. You know what I mean? I think that's the beauty of it's direct contact from the real fans, me, people like me, and the boxers, people like you. We could come here,
Hmm.
we got people in this chat, real people in this chat, uh, talking directly to, Jonathan Rice. You know what I mean? We just saw you fight on TV, and we able to get, you to come here, ask you questions that we personally want to ask you. I can't go to ESPN and, ask ESPN. You know what I mean? I can't go to the studio and ask them, hey, ask him this question for me. ESPN don't
Right.
got a call in or video thing like that. And then a lot of times, big medias, they don't even really like people like you, Jonathan, people like me. You know what I mean? They don't even give us, the opportunity to come on their platforms, which is the reason look, people like me, new media, even can exist in a time like this because like we were just talking about, it's the people up top, it's the people at B that's corrupt, and it's making us have a reaction. You know what I mean? And people like to come here, like we had a troll come here, say all that weird ass shit. People like to come in here and talk about the reaction, but not what's really causing the problem. And like
Exactly.
you said something that dawned on me that made me step back and look at myself with the Oscar Valdez thing. I've been going hard at Oscar Valdez, but you said something that hit me like it's not Oscar fault. It's the people allowing Oscar to do that. You know what I mean? It's not his fault. It's them choosing Oscar to let them to let get away instead of maybe a big baby Miller. It's them choosing who the rules work for. It's not Oscar
Yeah.
Valdez. It's not Oscar Valdez that you know the villain in this. He's a product of it, but it's bigger than Oscar Valdez.
Yeah.
So
And what I mean by the Oscar Valdez too, though, is remember with one clean body, he's good. You feel
fact,
me? But with
right,
another clean body, he not good.
right,
So if they say they're gonna go with one clean body and then or change it and go with the other clean body, it's like they gotta decide, yo, who is the sanctioning clean body?
right,
Not a back and forth. Who is the sanctioning clean body? Because Oscar, he said, hey, I don't mind taking these tests. I ain't hiding for nobody. I ain't skipping tests. But it's like
right.
they gotta get it straight. Like who is the clean body that you gonna go with? And that's what they gotta decide because that's what's important. You know what I mean? Because I'm definitely about keeping the sport clean, 100%. But like I said, one group he clean, one group he not. Who you gonna go with? And y'all need to, and they need to make it clear, not all that
Right.
gray area stuff.
I He's Demetrius Bryce said, "Champ, what's the deal with a Jogba 2 fight? Did you hear Jared Anderson stands on supporting black fighters in new media? Would you fight Jared Anderson?"
Well, I don't know much about the FN job, but too. I mean, like I said, I'm studying the FN job a whole lot. That's a fact because if I did have the rematch, I'm gonna win. You know what I mean? I said that before because that's my job to get better. I just want to make sure they pay me a whole lot as well. You know what I'm saying? We all know my going rate right now, but I'm gonna earn it. I don't know what Jared Anderson was saying about the new media and the black fighters. Can someone inform me on that? What's going on with that?
Uh, I think he talking about when Jared Anderson was like, it'd be more of his own people, that Jerry Anderson was like it'd be more of his own people that got stuff to say about him more so. He can elaborate on it. I know Jerry Anderson. He said this wasn't his first time saying making a comment something about the black people supporting him. I don't know exactly what he said, but Demetrius Bright, what exactly did he say? Because I don't want to lie on him right now. But I know he said something like he more so get more hate from his own people than the other side. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean that happened for a lot of people throughout history. So I don't think he's really taking a shot at black folks directly because there's been plenty of people that felt that way, like, oh, my own people don't support me like that. You know what I'm saying? But I met him of course in person. He a real dude. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. He a real stand up dude, and I've never got the type of feeling that he don't rock with black folks at all. Cause he low key a street dude.
Yeah.
He a street dude. He don't play no games, man. He low key the real deal for real. So I could say that about him. He 100% real from what I've seen. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't know if anybody can take things and want to say look at it a different way, but you meet that dude.
No, I don't know if you know Tay Jones or not, but Tay Jones came on here yesterday. I talked to Tay Jones. Tay Jones said the same thing you said. Exactly the same thing you told me. He said he a real dude. He said I really don't got no problem with Jerry. I really don't got no problem with Jerry, and that's exactly what he said. So I can't believe it. I don't got no problem with Jerry. You know what I mean? That's even why I hesitated to even speak on it because I don't really know how Jerry feel or what Jerry been through type shit like that. But it's just I don't really Jerry a great talent. I know that much. I want to see Jerry succeed. I think Jerry one of the bright stars of the future.
Yeah, he can fight. I sparred him once. You know what I'm saying? I sparred him once. He can really fight.
But we need a list. We need a list of motherfuckers. You just need a list. We need you just right.
That's why I moved to Vegas though. I moved to Vegas because that's where you see a lot of these guys at. A lot of these guys come to training camps in Vegas. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I'm just part of him one time. He definitely legit, definitely real deal, and definitely growing real fast as far as like just learning and constantly being the star he is right now, undefeated prospect with top rank. So I mean, he put in the work. Can't take nothing away from him.
Hey, and Johnny, I know you've been on here an hour and a half. I'm gonna let you get up out of here real soon, cause these folks we'll have you here all goddamn days. So I'm gonna let you get up out of here soon. If y'all got some last question to ask Johnny, y'all can go ahead and ask him real quick. I'm gonna take a couple more questions before I let him go. Cause I think it was my longest interview. I think you probably was my longest interview that I didn't have.
Oh, that's cool, man. Hey, we're gonna keep it interesting then. And I really hope you get Jared Anderson on here, man. I would definitely watch that. Because he don't really do too much media.
Yeah, I haven't really seen it. I never hit at him, but I would. I need to though. It's a couple people.
Man, hell yeah! Because if he get on here, I'm definitely gonna watch to see what he got to say. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he a real street dude. Though. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That dude real, bro.
I could tell just from the way he type. Just the way he type, I could tell.
Yeah. So.
He also made negative comments about Wilder, and he said he's not pro-black because he has white people in his family, etc.
What he say bad about Wilder though? Because I mean, hey, he could just be stirring the pot trying to get a fight with Wilder because he ain't got no fear in him at all.
Yeah, heavyweight. That's what I'm getting to. That's why I don't look at it the same. If you're a heavyweight, it's different because you actually got to fight these people. So you can say what you want to say because
he ain't political at all. He like shit. I ain't worried about nobody. He gonna come with it.
I'm gonna let AB ask this last question, and we gonna let Johnny go, man, because we didn't we gonna have to pay Johnny if we keep him any more longer. He said, "When you coming back, and when is your next fight?"
Well, see, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what my next fight is. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely here in Vegas right now. Already just starting. You know what I'm saying? Starting camp right now as far as just preparing for nothing I don't see. But I just know I got to be doing what I need to do daily. You know what I mean? Being ready for that call. You know what I mean? So I'm already getting to it. It's definitely hard. you just got to always find motivation and inspiration. You know what I mean? Like, I'm inspired by this right now. That's why, you know, when you take the time to talk to, you know what I'm saying, people that's really about boxing and boxing enthusiasts, and, you know, even the Jared Anderson, the Tyson Fury, the Deontay, it really motivates you to say, okay, we got to be training. We got to get the training tonight. You know what I mean? It keeps you going because the target on your back always, you know, so I'm just doing what I got to do right now.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you sliding through this, John. I ain't gonna lie to you. You made a fan of me that night. You made a bigger fan of me tonight. I'm glad you came through. Don't make this your last time. I know it's your first time. Don't make it your last time. Win, lose, draw, TKO, whatever. Come back. We fuck with you over here, dog. We fuck with you. So make sure you don't be a stranger to this junk. You drop through whenever you want to. You welcome on the time. Anytime you feel like you want to say something, if you feel like you enjoyed this, I could link you with some more folks, bigger platform than mine. We get you going, type shit, get you rolling, let you get you
Hey, I'm here for the people, you know what I mean? Because I'm with the people, you feel me?
For sure. So I'm gonna hit you up. Guy named Drew Ty, I'm gonna hit him up. Guy named Blue, I'm gonna hit him up and let you rock with them. Go to their platform so speak your piece and everything. Cause you're a cool dude. I enjoyed this, and I want more people, to see this and know, who Jonnie Rice is. Especially after and then what could be happening for you in the future. Because like you said, your next fight go be a big fight. People want you now because you got their name now after what you just did. So like you said, make sure they pay, make sure they pay what they weigh, and you make sure you be on point and you do, what you need to do and you do your thing.
I got to be on point. Hey, you try to get Jared Anderson on here or Michael Coffie himself too, you know what I'm saying? Because I definitely hope for Michael Coffie bounce back. Reach out to them dudes, man, because we here.
Facts. I'm gonna hit it, folks. Appreciate your time, big homie.
All right, brother.
Yo, appreciate everybody that slid through this joint. Y'all know how I do. I always end my interviews right after the interview. I might come back on later. I might not. If I don't, make sure y'all like this joint, subscribe to the channel, share this joint, tell a friend, Hey, Jonnie Rice, a real nigga. I fuck with him. I fuck with Jonnie Rice, man. That was one of my favorite interviews. I ain't gonna lie. That was one of my favorite jumps. Dude, that's a solid dude. I didn't expect for that jump to be that long. That jump was real. He said, "Du Bois versus Jonathan Rice. Make it happen." I didn't expect for that jump to be that long. And I was running late. On that jump to begin with, but I'm glad that man came through. Let's go T with another one. Fuck you. But I'm finna end this jump though. Make sure y'all share this jump. Make sure y'all share this jump for me. Skinny Hardaway, Sudden T. This ain't the past. This ain't the future. But this the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Look, tighten up.